Thanks for taking a quick look at tax notes. Tax Analyst publishes 3 dailies, one in federal, state and local, and international tax. If these are part of your subscription, then you can click through and read the full edition on the platform. You'll also receive an email with the headlines, and you can click through and read the articles for that day. Tax Analyst also publishes 3 weekly journals of analysis and commentary in tax, again in federal, state and local, and international tax. If these are part of your subscription, you'll be able to read the edition online, download the PDF, or retrieve past issues. Also, on Saturdays, you'll receive an email with the contents of your journal, and you can read the articles through the email. The platform includes expert modules in BEPS, FATCA, and transfer pricing, and includes 5 research databases. If these aren't part of your subscription now, you'll see the lock icon. You can get temporary free access to any publications or databases by clicking through until you see the orange key that you can use to request a temporary free trial, or you can contact us through subscriber support. To manage your emails, log in and go to My Tax Notes, Manage Email Subscriptions. You have been opted into the emails that correspond to your subscriptions, but you can opt out of any that you choose. If you aren't receiving your emails, please contact us at subscriber support. If you've opted into latest news, then you'll receive an email when there's an important development during the workday. The email will look like this. You'll be able to click through the headline to see a summary of the development, and there'll be a key here where you can retrieve the original source document. Now, you can see that in addition to these standard news emails, I'm tracking these 2 specific topics in tax. I've set up alerts for myself, and I'm receiving new material daily. These are similar to the alerts that you would set on Lexis. What you'll receive is an email. In this bar is the caption for the email. This is the name of your saved search, and then you can click through and open your articles or documents. These work very similarly to how you would set up an alert with Lexis through a saved search. So next we're going to talk about how we search on the site. There are 3 ways we search on the site. We can use the search bar. It supports usual search operators with one exception. Any proximity-based searching we need to do through the advanced search. Here in the advanced search is where we would do our proximity search. We use the same connectors /number, /s, and /p that you would use in Lexis. In the advanced search also we have fields similar to Lexis segments where you could put your keywords in a specific field of the search. The advanced search also supports a code section-based search. Finally, these 4 keys across the top of the page will lead me through to click-through based searches based on categories. So let's take a closer look at searching. So here in my search bar, I'm entering a search with search connectors, phrases, and quotes. The asterisk is a root expander. I'm running my search. My search results are on the screen, and the first thing I want to do is create my alert from this search. So I look for this blue button, Create Alert, Save Search, and whatever I enter in this field is going to be the caption of the email that I'll get with my search results. I can opt for daily delivery, weekly, which comes on Saturdays, or I can opt not to receive an email at all, but simply to save the search. Now when I look at my search results, they're in the center pane and they're by default just in reverse chronological order. You see that I've got news stories, a viewpoint here, a primary source document, a calendar event mention. So a lot of different documents have come through. To filter and narrow what I'm seeing, I can use these filters through the left rail here. So for example, I only want to see certain types of documents as regards this topic. So I'm going to use this filter. I can use the OR operator to multi-select within a category. And I can use a combination of filters. So now I have entirely new results on the screen. This is a narrower search. I'm also going to save this one as an alert. One more thing I can do with search results on the screen is select the results that are of interest to me, that I want to keep, and use this icon to deliver my results. Here I can email PDFs, download PDFs, or email a list of search links. By default, any email will come to me. I can put another person's address here in the box. Just know that if you're emailing a list of links to a second person, that person will need his or her own subscription to Tax Notes in order to click through the links and read the articles in full text. Now let's take a look at that advanced search. I mentioned the advanced search will support a code section based search. Let's do that. And I want to, of course, make this one into an alert. So let me show you a little bit about the editorial work that goes on behind the scenes to support this code section based search. Let's go ahead and open up one of our news articles. So here's an article written by one of our legal reporters. All our legal reporters have their JDs, and Eric, like several other of our legal reporters, has his LLM in tax as well. So he's been tracking this 199 Cap AB, and he wrote up this story, turned it in. The editor tagged it out as being about Section 199 Cap A, and also as being about these two topics in tax. These topics are links. I could click through and find articles about either of these topics at this point. But the significance of the metadata that the editor added is shown here. So Eric mentioned this code section and this one also, but because he mentioned them only in passing, the editor elected not to tag the document out with those code sections. And that's the value of using this code section based search, is we'll find only the articles that are truly about that code section and not the ones that just have a passing mention of those code sections. Another useful thing that we can do is use this search field for summary or abstract. So if I take a keyword and I put it in this field, then what's going to happen is the database will look only in the summary or abstract of my document and will retrieve only articles that are really truly about this keyword. It's running a more precise search than if I simply put my search in the search box. So these 4 keys across the top of the page let me do click-through searches by category. Jurisdictions will let me find articles or documents from a U.S. state, another country, or a multinational organization. Contributors lets me find articles written by authors who contribute frequently to Tax Notes. Key documents will let me retrieve primary source documents by document type. And then there are the tax topics based searches. So here at Tax Topics are the selection of tax topics. If you don't see an appropriate topic right away, put your cursor in the box and start entering it. So we're going to run this search about pass-through entities. Let's go ahead and make that one into an alert. So with a topic-based search, we can expand this discussion here, learn a little bit about the topic. We'll see references to the relevant code sections and references to any related topics. These are links, so I could run a search for articles about S-Corps or LLCs using these blue links. Here on this topic too, we are letting our subscribers know that there is a text on the platform on the taxation of securitization transactions. This text is available to subscribers of Tax Notes and Tax Notes Today. Here, under Books and Collections, is the text. You can read it online or download the PDF. The text again is under My Tax Notes in Books and Collections. So while we've been together, you have seen me set up several alerts. Now I want to clean up some of those alerts. I come to My Tax Notes, Saved Searches. Here is where I can delete any alerts that are no longer serving a purpose for me, make them inactive so that I no longer receive any emails with that material. And now we're going to look at our modules and our research tools. So the three modules are for BEPS, FATCA, and transfer pricing. The modules are set up in all the same way. There's news in the center pane, any finding aids here in the top left, and any primary source documents here in the left as well. So those modules are for BEPS, FATCA, and transfer pricing. They're meant to be a one-stop shop if you are practicing in that area. We have 5 research databases on the platform. The Federal Research Library is a collection of primary source materials in federal tax. It includes the code, the regs, court cases that are centered on tax, and IRS documents and determinations like the PLRs. A subscription to our Federal Daily Tax Notes Today will include a free access to our Federal Research Library. The Worldwide Tax Treaties is a comprehensive collection of tax-related treaties from around the world. A subscription to this database will include a weekly email of the past week's tax treaty-related news. The Tax Directory is a searchable directory of tax personnel, both in the public sector and the private sector. The Exempt Org Master List is a searchable directory of exempt organizations. Our most recent research tool that we've added is Audit Insight. This is a collection of audit manuals from the various U.S. states. They outline the procedures that the state auditors are meant to follow when they audit a business within the state. So again, with these databases, if you'd like a trial, go ahead and keep clicking through or contact us through subscriber support. I want to show you one last tool. It's here under Resources, and it's the IRS Chief Counsel's Code and Subject Matter Directory. This is a directory organized by code section, and it tells you who at Chief Counsel's Office for IRS you may call with a question about that code section. Again, the way that I found it was up here through Resources, IRS Chief Counsel's Code and Subject Matter Directory. Research assistance is included in your subscription. Please contact Linda Friedman at taxanalyst.org for research help. Thank you very much for your time and your attention today.